This video is brought to you by Eric's Home. Stick around to the end to find out more. Welcome back to Yahtzee Tries, and we start things out this month with System Shock 2 Remastered, which is less a case of Yahtzee Tries and more Yahtzee tried and played to death in the early 2000s and just wanted an excuse to look at again now it's got HD textures.
This looks like the prettiest PlayStation 1 game I've ever seen.
Chicken dumplings, lemongrass pocky. Oh, what a horrible thought.
Eric says, I think the textures didn't load. No, this is the training simulator.
So yeah, this really was just a case of me kinda wanting to see how the remaster improves upon the original without being so interested as to want to spend my own money on it. And I can report that after Night Dive's System Shock 1 remake was necessarily quite an extensive elaboration upon the original, this is much more a case of traditional remastering. Same basic skeleton of the game, but with higher definition art and polished up animation. To the extent that if you squint your eyes, you could easily convince yourself you are playing the original, as long as you don't pay too much attention to that one hanging body with the weirdly static head.
I know it's supposed to look like it's slightly swaying.
It's just that his head, for some reason, is steady as a rock.
Doesn't it kind of look like he's putting the moves on you? Like, hey there, sailor. What are you doing tonight?
Like a small child who's done something they're very ashamed of, and is looking at their feet as they try to put the Q-tact on.
I don't know what I did.
But in pursuing the interests of preservation, Night Dive overlooked quite a lot of ways the original could have been improved. There's still that trademark janky physics of the Dark Engine that means it's hard to tell if you're actually attached to a ladder or nervously hover-handing it like an incel in a family photograph. Come on, do it, you pussy. Aha!
He's Macarena-ing?
Yes. Thanks for keeping the Easter egg, Night Dive. The classic Fahrenheit 451 reference that all these games have to have.
Okay. That looked a little goofy.
Yeah, that's always looked pretty jank, because they didn't fix that. It's System Shock. If you're in a System Shock game and you don't feel like hacking, you're in trouble, mister. More importantly, it would have been nice if the user interface wasn't so tiny that to read the text you have to squint your eyes and lean forward like a masturbating chimp. It was always an issue back in old school PC gaming days when the size of the user interface was directly linked to the resolution you were playing in, and there's really no excuse for it still being an issue now, when some people are going to insist on playing on TVs the size of parking spaces. There's shit on that beam over there that I can't reach. Well, let's see. No, jumping sucks.
Wait, have you hacked yet?
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh my god, I didn't even see it. Oh, camera's bad?
Camera's bad.
Okay.
Cameras hurt us. So in the end, this remaster is mainly learning what I learned years ago when I first tried System Shock 2 with a fan-made graphics patch, that improving the visuals really doesn't matter that much when the game obviously didn't give a shit about its visuals in the first place. It was the story and game design you were supposed to focus on, not the fact that it seems to be taking place inside an endless succession of blue-panelled corridors like a load of inside-out IKEA furniture. And our second game was Galactic Glitch, a roguelike twin-stick shooter where you are a little spaceship shooting up lots of other little spaceships in space, which, as you might have already guessed, I wasn't expecting much from. Even from the moment I saw the words roguelike and twin-stick shooter on the Steam summary. It's two distinct flavours of overdoneness, like toasting stale bread for too long. And it certainly didn't help when the first thing the game does is flash up a picture of an anime girl. What, you going for the generic indie game 100% completion record?
What tier do I have to sub for summer game drought review, but Yahtzee has had a bottle of pea vodka?
I mean, I'd do that for free.
Do you really want to try pea vodka?
Don't you? A nice pea ante. I ate his liver with some fava peas and a nice pea ante and some peas. But animate my anime anatomy if Galactic Glitch didn't kinda win me over in the end, and it's hard to put my finger on exactly how. Not much of a story to speak of besides getting harangued by an anime girl a lot, and as for gameplay, it's twin-stick shooting. You point and you press a button. The innovations it loads onto the formula largely involve obliging me to have to remember a bunch of different buttons to press while pointing at things, including the dodge, the bomb, the basic attack, the charge attack, which is a different button to the basic attack for some reason. Nick's in the chat getting butthurt because we said he recommended this game. He didn't recommend it, he just listed it from like recent games after I threw out requests for suggestions for Yahtzee Tries today. I don't recall you recommending Blueprints, Nick. I remember playing Blueprints at GDC and thinking it was really good. Fair point, you did recommend the Altars. Well,
Yep.
you said the Altars was in the account, and I had to play it anyway because it's my job. And of course the physics gimmick, the ability to grab things and throw them. Even the fucking knockoffs of Half-Life 2's gravity gun were getting old hat like 10 years ago. But fair's fair, I don't specifically remember a twin-stick shooter doing it until now.
This is what happens when you invite me on Yahtzee Tries Yahtzee. It just turns pun-based because Kiraga says, and if you want to send smelly stuff, send it to the B.O. box.
If I had, I might name a small adorable dog Pisky.
Come here, Piss Piss.
Hey, Piss. Piss, piss.
Piss 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 Piss.
All right, then. Yeah, I should probably name a cat Pisky then,
You should
in that case.
name a cat Pisky. And you go piss 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 piss.
And somehow it works for me. The combination of elements has been put together very smoothly. Nothing mind-blowing, but nothing offensive either. The small room-by-room Binding of Isaac format delivers little snacky fights in manageable bite-sized pieces, and the paths gated by abilities we acquire later on adds a spicy intrigue to keep us coming back. It's just generally nice. It's the little roguelike twin-stick shooter that could. Our next game was Last Report, a short concept horror pixel art game. Very short, actually. We finished the game on stream, that rarely happens. Two fishermen seen standing on the bridge over the D15 river, casting their lines into the water in a restricted fishing area.
Oh, you can't do that.
I'm like Santa Claus. Very naughty. And I am a human. Sorry to disappoint. It's a combination of the gameplay loop of Papers, Please, verifying one document after another, with some elements borrowed from Killer Frequency, Firewatch, and all wrapped up in the packaging of fairly bog-standard creepypasta imagery. You know, black spindly silhouettes with red glowing eyes, spooky children's drawings, eldritch dark gods take over the computer and make all the icons red and vibraty. And then there's a big picture of Sonic the Hedgehog with blood running down his cheeks. That whole song and dance. And frankly, I found Last Report a little bit lame.
Oh, that's too spooky.
Hey.
This one's spooky. I don't like this one at all.
Man, someone needs to unfuck the machine that fucks the things.
Okay. How did you do that so quickly?
I used my eyes.
I didn't even see the thing. You already clicked it. Are we still today? That was a weird question.
It gets off to a strong start with setting a spooky isolated scene and a nicely put together paperwork-based quicker gameplay loop, but it shows its hand way too early. You've barely gotten yourself settled before the reports covered in blood-stained corpses start showing up. It's like we sat down in the cinema together, and the instant the lights came down, Last Report's hand went straight down my bra.
Oh, that's actually helpful. Can you drink a little coffee?
Oh,
That's going to be a jump scare. You know that's going to be a jump scare. You put it up to your mouth, and then it comes down, and there's something spookus there.
Ha 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 ha. What banter we have.
Classic pants.
Nothing to say, I see. Typical Doug. How about we pace ourselves, yeah? Give the tension a little more time to build. What's that, a mysterious silhouette glimpsed momentarily in the window, or did I imagine it? Blah, I'm a monster. Oh, guess I didn't. Fucking plant a tree. Yeah. Checky. Oh, shit.
What is that? Is that a murder? That is a murderer.
Hey,
Or
hey.
it could have been the Sasquatch.
Well, can I... Not my problem. Close the door, get back to work.
Fuck it.
Too much gets crammed in too fast. We've got evil Eldritch Force and spooky computer and evil little girl and anniversary of the mysterious murder of your predecessor all clamouring for space. And too much dialogue. Even the fucking monster talks too much. And there's that bad creepypasta habit of always laying out in dialogue how scared we're supposed to be. I was very scared. It was so creepy. I pissed myself, and so should you. Two vehicles. Illegally parked. Yeah, that's my speed.
The two cars are having sex.
Something's going on in this park. Oh well, back to the reports. Well, they didn't specify the sector.
Like, is that dude still like cranking off outside the window?
Yeah. Piss off, man. Still, there were a couple of creative horror set pieces, some nice pixel art animation. I enjoyed the odd moment of unintentional hilarity when we'd fight off a demon or witness our eviscerated co-worker collapse bloodily over our desk, and our character's first apparent reaction is to click their tongue and go straight back to filing the fucking paperwork. And our final game was Maze Mice. Interesting one, this. It was sold to me as a mix of Pac-Man, Superhot, and Vampire Survivors, and that's a delightfully eclectic little social group we've gathered in this particular hot tub.
I like flames.
Tiny sweater. Is that a Day of the Tentacle reference? Damn it. This might have been a bad idea. Fucking Ghost. I wanted to be there. It also gave me pretty strong Chips Challenge vibes, or pretty much anything from that Windows 3.1 sort of era. You know, grid-based game with constant, slightly obnoxious, ill-fitting looping music track. Eat that, yeah. Mangy muggies. Oh, tiny sweater. I'm wearing like 5 tiny sweaters now.
At a certain point, that's a large sweater.
How many more cats must die in my endless pursuit of little blue balls? You are a mouse in a maze, keeping one step ahead of an ever-expanding train of pursuing cats as you attempt to collect shiny blue bubbles and stay alive. Survive for enough time and you can pick one of 3 random power-ups to have for the rest of the run, enabling you to maximize your survivability and administer more and more damage upon the cats by multiple means. Generally, automatic weapons on cooldowns in that classic Vampire Survivors one step removed from a clicker game style. Gosh, I hope this is as interesting to watch as it is to play. Oh, I fucked up. I've unlocked love. Well, thank goodness for that. I was just following the balls in the nice mouse maze.
You're living the mice maze life.
Hey, here's a debate for the chat. What, in the aid of some research I'm doing, what's your least favourite pun in video games? The other twist is super hot style time mechanics, i.e. nothing moves unless you're moving. It allows you to take a breather now and then and contemplate what precisely would be the most optimal way to sneak past the current arrangement of pussycats and fart a great big fireball in their stupid fat faces.
Captain President with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Captain President. At some point, these cats should just cut their losses. They don't know. They're just born into this world. They know nothing else.
Are we Sisyphus the mouse? Or Tantalus the mouse?
What was Tantalus's thing? Sisyphus is pushing the boulder up.
Yeah. Tantalus's thing was that he was constantly hungry and thirsty, and he was standing waist deep in water, and there was grapes hanging over him. But every time he tried to drink, the water would recede. And every time he tried to eat the grapes, the branch would pull the grapes out of his grasp. It's surprisingly addictive. Really does capture that mindless thing to do with your hands feel that makes Bullet Heaven Games wonderful second screen material once you turn that fucking music off. What? Jesus Christ. Leg it. Yeah.
Oh my god. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Will I make it? Shit. Come and get me, I'm over here. Psych. I have a couple of issues. The visuals are kind of shit. Just look at that god-awful title screen with the clashing pixel resolutions and flat rectangles of colour for buttons. Still, if it never slowed Vampire Survivors down, no reason that should be an issue now. But speaking of Vampire Survivors, I wish both this and it could come up with a way to get us to pick an upgrade without having to abruptly slam the brakes on the game's flow and slap us in the fucking mush with a great big prompt window. I was almost entering a zen state. At least fade it in gently, or buy me a drink first.
Oh no!
Oh bollocks!
Oh no! It's all coming crashing down!
Shit!
Oh, the line of cats!
Shit.
Too long!
Bollocks!
This might be where you die.
Oh, piss.
Oh!
This video is brought to you by Nordcurrent Labs for Ericsholm, The Stolen Dream, a new isometric narrative-driven stealth game set in the stunning town of the same name. Hannah's brother has gone missing, and her search for him sets off a chain of catastrophic events that will not only alter their lives, but also the destiny of the entire city. Switch between 3 unique characters and utilize their unique abilities to access new areas, overcome various challenges, and outsmart your enemies through the vibrant streets of Ericsholm, a sprawling Nordic city inspired by the elegance and grit of early 1900s Scandinavia. And if you've ever lost someone in a busy IKEA during a holiday weekend, then you know the sense of urgency and terror, just like me trying to pronounce Miglasvinge. Miglasvinge. It's a duvet cover. Ericsholm, The Stolen Dream is available now on PC, Steam, and Epic Games Store, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X.
Does Smokey the Bear still exist? Is he still trying to prevent forest fires, or did he pass away?
I haven't heard from him
Shout out
lately.
to Smokey, friend of the show.
Yeah, reach out. Maybe he's going through a bad time. And does anyone agree with me that Bonanza is a really awkward title to say?
So tonight, Donkey Kong Bonanza unlocks the new game. Yahtzee is adamant that Bonanza is difficult to say and is a bad pun, and the rest of us disagree.
Yes, we had quite a heated debate over it.
Yeah.
Just banana, bonanza. It's like that extra zzz added into it sort of breaks up the whole flow for me.
I think it's your pronunciation.
Of banana?
Yeah, because I think you say banana and bonanza, whereas in the US we say banana and bonanza, so they are very similar.
Of course you do, you bunch of slurring types.
Yeah. Whatever gets us to the finish line of the sentence. enough.
Slurry, that's you.